Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us. Elliott T. Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, home of the Sam Houston Bearcats. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the UTEP Miners, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bearcats will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the UTEP Miners offense will get the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hate.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down, looking for more. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, David, they were going to have to get a lot of hats to the football. This is not an easy guy to bring down with just one guy. You have to gang tackle, you have to pursue. And, David, the defense couldn't get it done right there.
No, really poor job. Listen, you're okay with giving up yards throughout a game, and you see more and more. I'm okay with giving up 5. I'm okay with giving up first downs and you driving down the field, but I can't give up the big explosive. The first guy in there has to make sure he slows him down and at least gets a hand on him and makes it easier for those second-level guys. That was a huge play for this offense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Miners can really attack on this second and short. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Gets it out fast. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Miners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a
Here we go.
long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UTEP. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. Touchdown, Sam Houston. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Odo. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. The give out of the gun. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And the Miners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UTEP.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air, it's Watson. Back open in the middle. breaks through. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Bearcats will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds a man in the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Catch in the middle, it's Odom. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
He's brought down at the 38, and that's good enough for a first down.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it with Wilson. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And the Miners are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Makes the catch. It's Davis. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area.
Breaks away in the middle. The 40. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Running back searching for a hole. Let's talk a little bit about Sam Houston. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
DB's right up on the receivers. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can
breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Got enough for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. To throw, it's Nelson. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab, it's Odom. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilson. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miners.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out.
And the returner will be brought down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Got it in the middle, it's Black. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the bootleg. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Black. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Looking for a man, it's Watson. They'll run the screen. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Bearcats have this offense rolling.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man, it's Black. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking for a crease, it's Porter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, give on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking to pass, it's Nelson. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. That's reeled in, it's Davis. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they're already in the second quarter. They've got over 200 yards thrown.
on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. With the catch, it's Odo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Miners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's O'Neal. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Pocket breaking down. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The return brings it out to the 35. And the UTEP offense will take over.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
At the 42. It's third down.
And the Miners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Miners send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Makes a grab over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Watson. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Humphries. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. Here we go. Wants to throw again. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Caught over the middle, it's Black. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Here comes the hurry up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That is no good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll try the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Miners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Rushes on him. Caught near the sticks. It's Davis. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude, keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Plows through the defense. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
to the wideout.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UTEP.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. And the Bearcats in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Across the 45. He's running free down the middle. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Nelson. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. And he's knocked down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davis. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
A quick timeout called by the kicking team here.
Timeout, UTEP.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Miners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. To the air, it's Nelson. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they see the potential tying score wiped out by the penalty, and now time is starting to be against them. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. starts the drive trying to go up top. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the left. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. I'm going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And the Bearcats are in the hurry up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking for space. It's Porter.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The corners are walked up tight. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete to the left. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Sam Houston! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the fourth quarter, when you need the 2-point conversion?
Trying to run it in. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion to hold on to their lead.
32, Sam Houston, 30.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Miners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Miners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He leaves it with his back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the UTEP Miners, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Miners will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Kennesaw State's offense will go on the attack first. We've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Kennesaw State right back to work. Let's talk for just a second about Kennesaw State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference.
Going for it all. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Miners offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. With the catch, it's Davis. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
The Miners have their offense in high gear. To the air, it's Nelson. Makes the catch, it's Odom. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Miners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Odom. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. The Miners line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, we're... See this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll give it to him again. Past the first down marker and still running. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Fires left. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. Fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Sam Houston. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they have been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Miners are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP.
Touchdown, UTEP.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee in this drive live. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it all out of space. The 30, the 20, he's at the touchdown, Owls. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, get clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's going to run it. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Miners will have it 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle. It's Odom. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hand.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Miners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets, right?
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. They go to the ground. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. Open space at the 25. Speeding down the left side. Past the 30. Past the 10. Into the end zone unimpeded. Except for that piece of laundry on the field, this might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
28, UTEP 7.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The Miners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. To the air, it's Nelson. Looking for a huge play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Miners! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Second down coming up. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. They send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Odom. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Here's first and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Back to throw, it's Nelson. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. He's already thrown one pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot.
Yeah, and you want to get those feet set and in the ground. Once you start to drift, that ball, when you throw it, is going to drift. So he's just got to iron in, get those feet set, stay square every time he throws the football so he can be a little bit more accurate, stop making some of these bonehead plays.
It'll be 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Smith. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
At the 31, number 42, on to punt it away.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly out to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
That's caught. It's Smith. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Nelson. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The kick is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Found the seam on the left. The 20. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And what Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Kennesaw State 42, UTEP 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking to throw, it's Nelson. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Got a man, it's Odom. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Pulls it in, it's Odom. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Odom. Unloads it left. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Excellent job by the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can't get it.
Finds the tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curved some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Miners are rolling down the field. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Willis. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Finds his man down the middle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback now breaking the field. Throws to the tight end. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Caught over the middle. It's Odom. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to...
Turning it on. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you could...
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Quarterback gets enough. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. First down for this offense. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.